Now joining us is News Central's correspondent Umaru Kirawa, and he joins us from Borno State to give us an update of the power outage in the state. Umar, thank you so much for joining us. Let's get started. Looking from behind you, it's a bit dark where you are. Give us an update on how severe or dire the situation is regarding the power outage in the north.
Well, it is quite unfortunate, and northern Nigerians are in a state of quagmire due to the lack of electricity for days now, and unfortunately still counting, because up to now the streets are dark, if not because of the solar street light here in the city of Maiduguri and possibly other capital cities within the northern region. There will be no light. And just imagine hospitals that do not have alternative means of power supply like solar and others. Patients, emergency patients, the risk of death. So this is the situation, and unfortunately this is happening for days, and although the government has continues to make pronouncement that there is hope that in the next maybe days, 5 days or 3 days, light will be back. But citizens are paying through their nose because it's no longer unbearable. For the case of Maiduguri, which is relatively different, because the previous administration of President Muhammadu Buhari installed a gas emergency power plant for Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, providing alternative power. But unfortunately, even the Maiduguri gas plant in the last few days, it's not working, and we've learned that work is still ongoing with regard to restoring power and working on the gas plant. And if you can see, this is the street, and the street is empty because people are rushing back home due to curfew in Maiduguri. But I have one of the traders here who will tell us his own side of the story with regard to the lack of power outage. So, Bro Salakin Andoro Sumbunde.
Si Bukar Mohammed.
Okay, Bukar Mohammed, I Andoro Gundumin, a futu doe konu ba bila yerwa kirma nalan, Guru Aria Samaso konu ba de Aidan Karau.
Oh, Bro Salaki Kal Mana, si Bukar Mohammed. Isabella konu ba Zoro and Yale na Kwande Kasu. Ade kasu ko pesa le jiri kasu de jiri kare amuse so jira wala so fok to jiri a so le na Zoro and as sana. Kala so konu ba yan awre gwamnati angure na andiri ko kodi siri. Kala gasum fa kala na she shiran Zoro ande bana su na ka wanda da she problem so ndu konu pande marolo. Zoro ya shima ande bana jindo kono shima ne she pande marolo ne. Gwamnati angure na ande ya shima mawuzu ande bana siri. Kono hari.
Okay. Your number our charging ne kirma daran charging during through dawe de kirma charging during.
Samila lamar charge are nala charging waya mi almi anyo na charge na save baya nyoro go then ur charge so da kamaro hudu buro ya kama ya gare. Buro ne ran mi aso era pitu so na kama yar mi ndra yar mi so ne ran mi so aji sa na charge. Ur nda so gi yar mi na charge. Ur na la yar mi nyoro save ba na banga.
Ngala so. So if you've heard what he just said, this young Kanuri businessman, he said it's quite unfortunate that even the solar gas power plant that is providing alternative means of electricity in Maiduguri is down, and maintenance is ongoing. So they are battling, and even to charge their phones is another problem, because some phones charging outlets within the capital have increased the cost of charging of phones, and some do not even power banks to charge for them to get power for them. So it's a very serious concern, and he urged the government to look into this plight of them and others, so that at least the poor man and others can get a sigh of relief from the years of atrocities caused by insurgents and so on and so forth.
Right.
And it's quite
unfortunate.
It's important to note that.
Yeah, go ahead. You're giving your closing remarks.
Yes. I said it's quite unfortunate that Boko Haram continued and other terrorists continue to attack some of the towers, particularly on the major highways, even in Maiduguri, in Yobe, and so on and so forth. That is basically why the government deemed it fit to come up with the gas power plant, which is providing alternative means. And sometimes even residents cannot differentiate between the power being provided by the gas power plant and that of the grid provided by national grid.
Right.
It's unfortunate, and the hope now is power will be restored anytime soon. That's the prayers of all.
Right, and we do hope that power is indeed restored. If there's one thing for certain, I mean, just having electricity, it really solves everything. Our heart goes out to the residents there in Maiduguri and also parts and the north in its entirety. Once again, many thanks, Umaru Kirawa. Umaru Kirawa is our correspondent live in Borno there, just giving us updates on the situation in Borno.